Assalamu alaikum. Hina welcome you to today class. Dear students, hope you are well and doing great. The video on this topic, Annelida the metameric body form, contain instructive and educational content that is both shareable and easy to retain. So let's start. The topic is Annelida the metameric body form. Annelida is a group commonly referred to as segmented worms, and they are found worldwide from the deepest marine sediments to the soils in our city parks and yards. These are the subtopics which we discuss later in this video. First of all, we will discuss about the general characteristics. They are segmented worms. They have 15,000 species. Large successful phylum in water and on land include earthworms, sandworms, bristleworms, clamworms, fanworms and leeches. Worldwide distribution में आ जाते हैं marine brackish, freshwater and terrestrial. They have elongated worm-like body. New body design is hollow within a tube. True coelom is present. Then we will discuss evolutionary perspective. Annelids share some features with arthropods. Both groups are triploblastic, schizocilous, segmented protostomes with a tubular gut and posterior anus. It seems likely that both evolved from an early ancestral polychaete. Metamerism is frequently present in annelids. Annelids have a segmented body plan where the internal and external morphological features are repeated in each body segment. Metamerism allows animals to become bigger by adding compartments while making their movement more efficient. The process that results in the grouping of metamers is called tegmatization, and each grouping is called a tegma. Tegmatization is frequent in this group of animals. Relationship to other animals. Lophotrochozoans. What are lophotrochozoans? Lophotrochozoans are the animals who possess a trochophore larvae and a feeding structure called lophophore. Shared characteristics with arthropoda are probably convergent. First is metamerism and second is schizocilous coelom formation. Then we will discuss external structure and locomotion. The body is metamerically segmented externally by transverse grooves and internally by septa into a number of divisions. Each division is called a segment, metamere or somoid. Movement. When posterior sati anchors, circular muscles contract कर जाते हैं. जब anterior sati anchor करते हैं तो circular muscles relax कर जाते हैं और longitudinal muscles contract कर जाते हैं. Muscles contract against hydrostatic skeleton. I will define the term hydrostatic skeleton. Hydrostatic skeleton is a flexible skeleton supported by fluid pressure. This diagram shows the locomotion in annelids. Feeding and digestive system. They have complete digestive system from mouth to anus. Food or soil first enters into the mouth, then it moves into pharynx, which act as a soil pump. Food first moves through the crop where it is stored, then it moves through the gizzard where it is ground into smaller pieces, then moves into the intestine where the nutrients are absorbed, then unwanted material excreted out through the anus. This diagram shows the digestive system in annelids. gas exchange and circulation. They have no special respiratory structures, includes pharynx or gills, breathe through moist skin, circulation is through blood vessels and aortic arches. Blood flows from the anterior ventral blood vessels to posterior dorsal blood vessels. Aortic arches are the five pairs of muscular vessels at the anterior end, which is known as heart. Then we discuss about nervous and sensory functions. Nervous system consists of brain, ganglion, nerves, sensory organs. They show response through small brain of fused ganglia, ventral nerve cord, over sensory organs. Excretion. Excretion occurs through nephridia, anus, and tubes. What is nephridia? Nephridia long tubules that excrete liquid waste. Regeneration. Annelids, like many other invertebrates, replaced lost body parts in a process called regeneration. Anterior and posterior regeneration involves the formation of a bud containing stem cells that differentiate into new head and tail segments. This diagram shows the process of regeneration in annelids. Reproduction and development. रिप्रोडक्शन टू टाइप्स की है, सेक्सुअल एंड एसेक्सुअल. सेक्सुअल में आ जाते हैं हर्मेफ्रोडिटिक विद क्रॉस फर्टिलाइजेशन. दे कैन नॉट फर्टिलाइज ऑन एग्स. यंग हैच इन 2 to 3 weeks. जबकि एसेक्सुअल जो वो रिप्रोडक्शन है वो सम एनिलिड्स में पाई जाती हैं. क्लासिफिकेशन ऑफ एनिलिडा. दिस फाइलम इज़ डिवाइडेड इनटू 3 classes. ओलिगोकीटा जिसमें आ जाते हैं अर्थवर्म, पॉलीकीटा जिसमें आ जाते हैं मेरीन वर्म, हीरोडीनिया जिसमें आती हैं लीच. फ्री लिविंग हैं जो वो अर्थवर्म एंड मेरीन वर्म्स. पैरासाइटिक में आ जाते हैं लीचेस. क्लास ओलिगोकीटा. Mainly terrestrial and freshwater, head absent, fewer setae, no parapodia, body with conspicuous external and internal segmentation, granular sclerotium present for cocoon formation. The pharynx is not eversible and without jaws. Hermaphroditic, that is, sexes united. Testes anterior to ovaries. Development is direct, that is, fertilization. Class Polychaeta. Chiefly marine, some freshwater, carnivorous. Body segmentation is internal and external. Head consists of prostomium and peristomium and bears eyes, tentacles, cirri, and palps. Setae numerous on lateral parapodia. The sclerotium is absent. Cirri and branchi or both may be present for respiration. The coelom is spacious, usually divided by intersegmental septa. The excretory organ is segmentally paired. Nephridia. Sexes separate. Gonads temporary and in many segments. Fertilization external. Asexual reproduction by lateral budding. This diagram shows class Polychaeta. Class Hirudinea. Mostly ectoparasitic, blood-sucking or carnivorous. Few are marine, freshwater or terrestrial. The body is elongated and usually flattened, and dorso-ventrally are cylindrical. The body consists of fixed number of segments, that is 33. Each segment breaks up into 2 to 4 rings or annually. Segmentation external without internal septa. Parapodia and setae are absent. Both anterior and posterior ends of the body with ventrally situated suckers. The mouth opens on the ventral surface on anterior suckers while anus opens dorsal to the posterior suckers. Coelom is much reduced. This diagram shows the class Hirudinea. Thank you.